And evening with us. I would like to share my sincere thanks to all the participants, primarily the children and their parents. I know I've been saying this year over year. It's not easy, so we go through multiple seasons in Chicago. A famous Chicago resident used to say, we have three seasons in Chicago: winter, horrible winter, and construction. So with all that, parents take the time, take the efforts to bring kids to classes. Music, SriVidhya Ganesh was saying a few minutes ago, music is part of our culture. Music is an integral part of humanity. So spending time and taking effort to bring the kids to classes, I really appreciate all the hard work that parents put in. So thank you, children. Thank you, parents. And I would like to thank all the accompanying artists here. So I would like to request Mrs. Vasanti Iyer to come over, honor our Mridangam artist, Mr. Mahesh Krishna.
Yeah, okay. I'll go.
Mahesh. Next is our two upcoming artists, Mr. Rishabh Ranganathan and Aparna. I'd like to invite Shreya Channa and Vaishnavi Bowers to honor Aparna first. Shreya Channa and Vaishnavi, there is a uniqueness here. These two kids have been with Mrs. SriVidhya Ganesh for a long time, and they are getting into their high school stages, so we wanted to have these two kids come over and then honor the artist. The next one is Rishabh. We'd like to invite Akash Nagarapu and Amok Sri Gopal to come and honor Rishabh Ranganathan, please. Thank you, kids. Thanks a lot. So I'd like to thank the folks who are behind the audio systems, not just today. Last weekend we had a rehearsal at Mr. Gurudat's house. So thank you, Mr. Ganesh Jayaraman, Mr. Gurudat, Mr. Ganesh Krishna. Thank you so much for all the audio work. So folks who are sitting there or folks like me who are standing here, it might look simple, but there is a lot of hard work, there is a lot of planning, especially when the kids are playing. So once again, thank you to these three stooges. And video, there are a lot of parents recording video today, but we requested Mr. Murthy to record the whole thing. So thank you, Mr. Murthy. Thank you. And then the slideshow. So we've been missing Mr. Ramki Nisankula. So he's our Zen master. Over the years, he's been building those slideshows and then helping us with all these things. But this year, we have an upcoming artist. Ramki's daughter, Ramya, picked up the art, and then she helped us out in the initial. From that, Deepa and Vidya took over for the past 3 days and literally did an amazing job. So thank you, Deepa, Vidya. Thank you. Really appreciate all of it. Okay, parent volunteers. This is one of my favorite topics. Archana Nagarapu and Lakshmi Somanchi. So without you, we cannot do anything here. Okay, so the people used to say, if you take a car, there are about 50,000 parts. Some parts are very key for the successful running of a car. These two are key to the whole program every year. So thank you so much, Lakshmi and Archana. And then food, Maheshwari Srinivasan, my favorite saying, Annadata Sukhino Bhavantu. So she is the person behind. I remember, even though we've been saying that we don't want to keep the kitchen open all the time, she came over to me at least a few times and then say, okay, when can I start warming up the food? People are asking for water. So she has that in her mind. So thank you, Maheshwari Srinivasan, for all the coordination and taking care of it. This is Asha Gurudev. Last week we had a rehearsal, and you know how those things happen, okay? People come and go, a lot of things happening, in a way it's all unplanned. So she provided food, she provided plays, and more than that, she opened up her heart. She welcomed us. Thank you so much, Asha Gurudev. Really appreciate it.
We should not forget the beautiful decoration Golu. And thank you so much, Mrs. Anandi, Shiva, and Kavita Ganapati. Everybody enjoyed the Golu today. It requires a lot of effort to get all the nice decorations, but thank you so much for making it. Last but not the least, unsung hero of the program. Guess who?
Ganesh ji.
Ganesh Ji Jayaraman. There is a saying, right? We always say that behind every successful man, there is a successful woman. But now, the opposite is also so true. Behind every successful woman, there is a great man behind. And for SriVidhya Ji's success, I definitely can say that Ganesh is behind you. Thank you so much for making sure from the start, till finish, that everything is in place. Every part in the puzzle should be connected, otherwise it's not complete. Thank you very much, and once again our sincere thanks to SriVidhya Ji for making sure to train the kids. It's not an easy feat. Right from the starting, deciding like October 22nd is going to be the program, and deciding the songs and deciding which song will suit for the kid and which ragam, which talam, and making sure they come for all the practices and making sure that all the parents do understand. And especially kids have different classes, not only music, they have different classes. But parents, thank you very much for taking your time and making sure that our culture is still continuing. And we should keep doing this. And today, it's sincerely thanks to all the volunteers one more time and kids for an awesome job. And we should continue and keep doing this. And I really wish all the very good luck for the school. It should continue for so many years in tradition. Now, the most exciting moment. I would like to invite Mrs. Vasanti Iyer to inaugurate the music school.
Some of you already know about this music school that SriVidhya Ganesh opened up a few days ago. There is an important part that all the kids you'd like to know, especially in this country. So having a registered school and going through classes under SriVidhya Ganesh, there is a huge opportunity for you to take credit for the music classes that you're taking, the certificates that you're going to get out of this music school towards your college education or whatever. So all the hard work that you have been putting over the years, this is a huge milestone for us. Yeah? Thank you all. There will be a Facebook page soon, so please make sure that you all like that page.
I'd like to say a few words about Mrs. Vasanti Iyer. Mrs. Vasanti Iyer has been teaching veena and vocal in the Chicagoland area since 1990. And over the years, she has established herself as a very well-respected music teacher in the Chicago area and runs the Veena Gana School of Music with more than 100 students ranging from age 5 to 65. Veena Gana focuses on training students on Carnatic vocal, Veena and theory. Mrs. Vasanti Iyer started her vocal lessons as early as age 5 under various renowned Carnatic musicians in Bangalore like Mr. Prabhakar, Mrs. Vijayalakshmi of Alathur School of Music and Mrs. Shaila Subramaniam. She had her initial Veena training from Sri R.K. Prakash and later with Srimati Bhuvaneshwari Raman of Bangalore. She continued her advanced guidance under several renowned Veena artists including late Sri Rajeshri Srinivasa Iyengar, Gayana Samaj of Bangalore, Srimati E.P. Alamelu Bangalore, Sri K.S. Narayana Swami Mumbai, She has performed in India, Australia, and in the US at several prestigious musical institutions. She has performed regularly for Bharatanatyam Arangetrams for various Chicago teachers for more than 15 years. She was a programmer analyst by profession and now focuses on her music school, Vidyalaya. She was invited to deliver lecture for students of world music class at Columbia School of Music, Chicago. I have a lot more, but we are so honored today for you to come here. Thank you so much for coming. Now, SriVidhya, to honor Vasanti Iyer. Can we please request you to say a few words to our kids?
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a big honor. You yourself are a very big, accomplished artist of Chicagoland area. And we all know that SriVidhya Ganesh is, she's known for Sankeerthanams and Sampradaya music. And then this school, Sankeerthana Vidhyalaya, is so apt. The name is so apt. Actually, we still call her Vishaka Hari of Chicago because she just takes off with her music so fluently, and I know with her harmonium, she just keeps looking everywhere, but the music keeps going. It's an amazing talent, and most of you, I'm sure, know that her great granduncle, Ishni Papanasham Shivan, who has composed like thousands of songs, and then thousands of kritis made famous by Srimati M. S. Subbulakshmi and M.K.T. Bhagavatar. And so it's actually I don't think it's not like a big surprise that, she's so talented and music just flows. It's a divine gift that not everybody has. And I'm so honored that you have invited me to inaugurate your school. And I have a couple of things that I was thinking about what to say to children. There are two things. One main thing that my teachers used to say is like, I always tell my students, it's a partnership between teacher, student, and the parent. For every student to learn music, it's a partnership. The way you practice, the way you work, it's not the child who's got a lot of work. It's the teacher who's got a lot of work. Teacher and the parent who's got a lot of work. If you just look at this program, I'm sure she must have had like so many plans in her mind, so many kritis, so many children, and everybody has to sing in unison, in tune, and then she has to make sure that the mridangist and the children are in sync, and the violinist is in sync. Okay, we have a great violinist here, Michelle. Great mridangist. Mahesh. Extraordinary accompaniments for you. And an excellent singer, of course. So everything put together is a blessing for all of you to have such a great guru, and you should just make use of her. Just, absorb everything that she can give you. Your children are so lucky to have such a wonderful teacher. So the partnership is that, when you're like working, the teacher and the student are working, parent is listening, teacher teaches the child whatever the child has to learn, and then the child kind of forgets, and the parents' duty and job to make sure that, she tells the student what the teacher has said, and then, okay, did you do this and did you do that? I always say, if they have no time, if you have no time, we have a lot of working parents, sit at the kitchen table, let them, you be cooking and let them sit at the kitchen table and, practice. The other thing my teachers used to say is, a teacher's job is only 25%. And the child, how much effort the child puts is 50%. And then the other 25% is listening. The more and more you listen, easier and easier it gets. When we were all growing up, we had like a routine. There was no pressure. We had to sing for whoever came to our house. I'm sure most of you had this. Friends will come, relatives will come, and then they say, why don't you sing a song? Just come on, sing a song. And then there'll be judgment will be passed, and then there'll be criticisms, and then, parents will get, Shruti konja sariya irundhukalam, thalam sariya irundhukalam, all those things, and then, but then the parents didn't mind. They didn't say anything. They didn't feel insulted because that's the way it was. And the children also, we used to feel, okay, maybe slight pinch. Oh, they said this to me. But then we took it as a constructive criticism and moved on and worked for our betterment. So that should be something that, our children also should, understand. Parents also should understand that it's all a learning process. We have never stopped learning. I have never stopped learning. And even now she just said we're all still learning. The learning never ends. So for that said, I wish great success for your school, Sankeerthana Vidhyalaya, and may you grow and teach lots and lots of children and adults, and may your music grow. And amazing, your Vasudeva Sutam Virutam was amazing. It's so beautiful to hear. I can be listening to it all day. And God bless you, and thank you.